Hi there, my name is Belinda Dovson and welcome to the I Ching Cafe. Yes, it's January 2020. I hope you have gone and looked at our story about leaving behind 2019 and getting stuck into 2020. If not, please do go and have a look, setting the theme and the tone for our year to come. Our first monthly overview for the year, January 2020. And if you are new to the channel, please do go and have a look at the previous episodes we've done on basics of the I Ching, such as what is a hexagram, what's a trigram, what is the I Ching, what do you use, coins or the app. There's a lot of resources available to go and have a look and learn, and we'll be doing a lot more of that this year, bringing you learning and insight as to how this magical tool actually works and how it can bring really a huge amount of growth and opportunity in your business and in your personal life. So January 2020, here we are. And our hexagram that we start this month with is hexagram 16, enthusiasm. And we have had that last year as well. And this hexagram is all about developing the internal neural pathways, our learning, to be able to provide for what is needed, to be able to respond enthusiastically with energy and with focus because we have developed the capacity to act. So very much January, if we look at the whole month, there'll be an overriding theme or focus for us on building our capacity, our ability to act, our ability to do, and building upon skills development, learning, and training to help us get ready for the year. So this is a preparation time, a time where we are building our capacity to act spontaneously. Very much like I shared in the previous episode where we had this hexagram, this is like the karate master learning how to develop the neural pathways of the body to respond and to flow through the different movements so that when it's time to act and to strike, you have a built muscle memory, an inherent learning on what you need to do, and that gets you to enthusiastically and spontaneously respond. Very much a learning cycle for January. We have two changing lines. First one's in the second position, and this changing line says we have got some very difficult limitations that we start the month with. This leads us up roundabout to the 10th of the month because there's only two changing lines. It breaks up the month into three pieces. So up until the 10th of the month, this first changing line as we start off the month is that there are limits that we're experiencing, and these limits run the risk of turning to stone or turning us to stone. They become so restrictive that you can imagine you just start turning into stone like the trolls did in the movie. I hope I didn't give away the horrible part where the trolls start turning into stone or going to sleep. But that's the idea, these limits becoming so restrictive that we start turning to stone. And our task is to bash them open. Okay, so in the first 10 days of the year, wherever you have limitations or restrictions, is to be very careful you don't let those restrictions turn you into stone, which means bringing you to a standstill. What you have to do is you have to bust out of those limitations. Take action. Cancel them. Get rid of them. Move away from them. So whatever is limiting for you in the first 10 days, first 10, 15 days, bust out of those limits. And that requires quite a bit of building up your strength and popping them open. So that is our energy as we start off the first 10 days of the month, is bust open those limits. Don't let them bring you to a immobilized state of inaction. Bust them open before they're able to do that. Our second changing line's in the third position, and this one says it is not time to be skeptical and unsure and doubting of what we should do or what we need to do. We know what to do. Give it horns. So from round about the 10th of the month up to the 20th, 25th, we're being asked to not be skeptical and be kind of from the sidelines of our own life, is to give it energy, to get stuck in, to believe in yourself, and to go. Okay, so very interesting two changing lines. 10th of the month, bust out of those limits before they stop you from moving forward. Number 2 is give it energy. Don't be skeptical or doubtful of what you've decided to do. Get into the year. Get stuck into what you are here to do. And then our outcome hexagram for this month is hexagram 32, duration. This is the symbol of a long-term marriage, okay? Not a marriage, actual marriage. If you are getting married, congratulations. This is about a journey of being persistent and being able to go the long distance. And in the early courtship phase of relationships, we go, woo! It gets very exciting very quickly, and you can expend all the energy and just overdo it, and then, the energy fades out. So this is about being able to take something into the long distance, into the long haul, being enduring in our habits, being regular, being persevering, doing our daily rituals. If your New Year's resolutions are daily exercise or good eating controls or meditation or art class, whatever it is you're wanting to do, be deliberate daily and ritualistic about it, because that creates long-term enduring habits. So in the month of January, we are building our capacity to act. We are busting out of limitations. We are taking action and not doubting ourselves. And we are focusing, because we always ask the I Ching, what do we need to focus on? We are focusing on creating enduring value in our lives, enduring habits, getting the year going with creating consistency, routine, diligence to the daily tasks that are required, and thinking about the long haul. This is not a horse bursting out of the gate in a race, all right? A short little sprint. This is about long haul. So what do you need to make sure you can go the distance in your business? As you get stuck back into the year with your team, think about the long haul. What do we need to do to rhythmically every day build upon what we're trying to achieve and work towards achieving the long haul in what we're here to do? So lots to pay attention to in January, but a lovely energy of giving us permission to bust out of those limits and to really build up our capacity to do what we're here to do, and being mindful in January of building opportunities for rhythm, duration, endurance, and perseverance. This is the camel that can run across the desert and run all the way back without water. This is not the stallion who runs halfway through and dies, as the story went. So good luck with January. Stay with us. Make sure you go and watch the overview of 2019 to 2020. And next time we meet each other will be for our first weekly overview for January. Thank you so much for being part of the podcast and the video channel. Please subscribe, like, and share. Really appreciate your active involvement, and of course, share what it means to you. If you've got a story that comes up for you from the I Ching, we all learn from each other. Thank you so much, and see you soon.